All right, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining today's meeting. As you know, we've been brought together by Howard Leathers, the CEO of Execuware, to identify certain issues that's going on at the company, come up with a solution, and present those to their HR committee. So I'll get started by introducing our group members, and then we can jump right into the problems that's going on. So my name is Tyreek. I'll be handling the introduction. Next, we have Alexis, who will take care of the conclusion. Next, Jordan and Olivia will be keeping track of time today so we don't run over. Next, we have Stefan, who will be recording and uploading the video. And then lastly, but certainly not least, we have Gabe and Caitlin, who will be taking care of note-taking.
Awesome.
So I guess we can jump right into what you guys all identified as what's been going on at Execuware. For me, I've certainly saw that there was a clear lack of communication between Dan and operations management, and that really stood out.
Yeah, it really affected the production team, especially with Jenny. She wanted to end up quitting because of the scheduling issues.
Another problem that I saw was the last minute changes. Accepting last minute order changes entirely just felt like it kind of threw off the entire team.
I agree. The whole schedule changed because of a single order that was changed last minute.
Biggest issue is a lack of communication, no support, no authority figure to enforce those supporting, statements as well.
I would like to reframe a lot of what we said. I think that the VP of marketing, even though he has 20 years of experience, definitely should not be doing things in operation. So,
Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
I agree. I put that it looked like he was having issues kind of staying in his own lane now that he has progressed in the company, kind of like riding that role out versus being down in operations.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
I do too.
So what do we think the main issue?
I have a couple. A lot of materials go to waste because processes are always being changed. There's delays and missed guidelines, and a lot of employees are quitting, resulting in a lot of turnover because of low morale and no communication.
I think miscommunication is the root problem here.
Yeah,
I agree.
that's what I put. Like with the chain of command, there's like no established, chain of command like to communicate with everybody.
Right.
I agree. I had that leadership is able to communicate with employees in other groups. I think it created a little bit of tension specifically in this interaction from Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
So,
my lack of communication. And there's no essentially no chain of command like going on.
hmm
absolutely.
Do we think that we could come up with criteria now?
Sure. My three questions for, well, actually, my three criteria. Proposed solutions needed to be fixed with communication, overall work authority. We need to improve workflow and overall disruptions, and we need to, improve mood and retention and with employees, quitting on us.
Yeah, I think mine, there needs to be like a clear chain of command, and we have to have effective communication. And honestly, it must be able to protect the employees from like the blame shifting and everything. If you all have any input on that.
I put that
Great.
it was important to have like clear tasks for each department, like setting clear guidelines would help everybody know what
Yeah.
exactly they're supposed to be doing.
I
Um,
agree.
I
Um,
agree.
sorry, go ahead, Alexis.
I'm so sorry. I
It's
um
okay.
I agree. I also put efficiency with communication and deadlines being met.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say maybe having a cutoff for orders so that way this could be avoided entirely.
Yeah, that sounds good too.
I think along the lines of process change, I think we should possibly introduce change management into that organization because they probably started the way they did. I think they they did not implement proper processes that everyone's talking about, but I think change management will be a big help when it comes to production.
Yeah, and I'll second that to Gabe. Change management was my biggest criteria to add into that.
Also, a racy matrix or something that shows everybody's role and responsibilities in
Mm-hmm.
the organization. That would be,
Very effective. Yeah,
yeah.
they definitely need, someone who knows what they're doing.
I think one thing that I had was with the issues with like the orders being changed is like a smoother way to adapt to the changes, whether it be like you can't change your order within, say, 24 hours of when the production starts
Yeah.
to eliminate any kind of issues.
Caitlin, that was actually one of my solutions was to have a set criteria of when you can change an order last minute like that.
So are we moving to possible solutions?
One of my biggest solutions is creating a notification system and to save cost overall, using already developed one like Teams or WebEx or Zoom, specifically Teams because that's integrated into Microsoft Office already. So not only can you save money for the company because they're losing employees, but you can improve communication that way too with an integrated software solution.
I actually had the creation of like certain guidelines and protocols for the last minute changes and like establishing some kind of cross department lead was another one I had for like communication.
I like
In
that
fact,
idea. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Gabe.
oh no, you
Oh,
can go
that,
ahead.
I was going to say, I agree, Olivia. One of these solutions that I had was to encourage leadership to communicate with other leads opposed to communicating directly with um, employees. But I think
Yeah.
your idea is great to have somebody that's their entire role is to communicate across groups.
Yeah, and like combining that with like, having some guidelines, like I think it would help with like the other situations that they have.
so I also put, for me, it would be like an ERP or CRM platform that sort of manages the orders from start to finish. I know we have a notification system and the rules, but usually baked into those systems are all the governance and stuff that you guys are talking about. That one solution within, you can't change orders or go out of order or without like proper approvals and things. So
Sounds pretty good.
I had to have like a weekly meeting, like just to set out like the week, these are the orders that we have. And then to reduce like the customer complaints, like have an acknowledgement when they place their orders, like letting them know that if you change it within 24 hours, your production's going to be delayed and you're just assuming
Yeah,
responsibility for the delay.
that sounds good too.
That's
I
really
agree.
So do
I
we
like
want to
that.
like evaluate, see what we can figure out?
So, based on my evaluation, does each solution match the criteria listed relating regarding clarity? I put yes. Does each solution match the criteria listed regarding communication tools and disruptions? Also yes. And each solution did also, meet the criteria for retention and morale, overall boosting of morale. Um, that's how I feel.
So I I I believe like the set of, guidelines and protocols with the communication, the cross department communication lead, I think that would be like a good combination for to like figure out the entire issue.
I agree with you, Olivia. I think that solution, the guidelines and protocols meet all the criteria that we have listed here.
Yeah. Anyone else have any thoughts on it?
I think I would add something to kind of hold the customers responsible too. Like we're in this is an agreement. We're making this for you, but also on your end, you need to be essentially held accountable, knowing that if you change anything, something could be delayed.
I agree. I think some sort of communication with the customer to let them know, like, if you change within 24 hours, you will, like Caitlin said, be delayed. I think
Hmm.
that'll take some of the tension away from the uh, the team.
Yeah, those protocols will definitely help, like with the department and working with the customers and everything.
Okay, so do we
So,
all agree on this solution to set in place a protocol?
Indeed.
yeah,
Okay.
honestly, I do. I think it
Yep.
would like help with the accountability between like different departments and everything.
Okay, so it looks like we are all in agreement to solve the miscommunication problem that we are evaluating right now. It looks like a cross-departmental communication with letting customers know that they cannot change their order within 24 hours. It seems like this would be the appropriate way to solve the problem that we're solving. So,
I agree.
I
Yeah, I
agree.
wholeheartedly agree. That would definitely help the what's his name?
Dan.
Dan.
Howard, the
Oh, how?
CEO. It would definitely
Oh,
help
No,
Howard with
Howard.
all
Yes.
the complaints going on. And hopefully it'll help, Dan stay in his corner and communicate with the leads going on.
I
Right.
think when we have proper governance in place, I think everybody does kind of stay in their lane. So I think
Yeah,
this is a solution.
And help make the employees like Jenny not feel like they're solely responsible for delays.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah,
And it'll help Dan stop overstepping his boundaries.
exactly.
all right, well, good job, everyone. I think we solved the issue.
Yeah, I think we did a great job
All
doing
I
right.
that.
agree.
We
Thank you
did.
for joining the meeting today and have a good one.
Thank
all
you
right. Thank you all.
guys.
Everybody.